On Tomorrow's World Today, we explore the cutting-edge advances that are shaping 4 different worlds. The world of inspiration, where the wonders of the natural world amaze and inspire us. The world of creation, where ideas come to life from traditional arts. The world of innovation, where ideas and inventions move us all forward. The world of production, where innovations are mass-produced to improve our lives. From Inventionland World Headquarters, here's your host, George Davison.
I can remember the rush of my first science fair. You know, pouring my heart into a project for hours and hours, and then competing against others. You know, back then, a lot of schools, they were buzzing with erupting volcanoes and all sorts of different science projects. As kids, we felt the thrill of discovery. That's the legacy that's powering us now. Today, inventions and innovations are more advanced than my old science fair days. By renovating old classrooms like this one into an innovation lab, like that one, imaginations can really soar now. In these labs, students are applying STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So today, the middle school winners from their local school's invention contests are all coming here to Inventionland World Headquarters to compete. So I'm gonna send Greg. Wait. Greg? Hey, Greg.
Hey, I love the new Space Station Innovation Lab.
Oh, isn't it great? I love it too. Hey, but we're gonna go into that a little later. How about we go into Inventionland?
All right, I'm fired up. These kids, they're inventing the future, so let's jump in. George, over the last number of years, we've gotten to see glimpses of Inventionland, but I'd like to make a deeper dive into that. What inspired you to conjure up this amazing place?
Well, it's like all inventions, Greg. They all start with a problem, and we made an observation that all of our team, which we call creationeers, we were losing our youthful, imaginative selves, which we need to actually fuel ideas and inventions that we're working on. And so that observation led to a lot of open discussion about what could we do about that. It was about then that I brought up, well, when I was a kid, my imagination was just flying everywhere. And my brother and I built a treehouse in my mom's side yard, and that's where we went to just explore the world in our minds and just talk about lots of things. And so today in Inventionland, we have pirate ships and robots and a big tree house, which is where our mascot lives. And it keeps us invigorated to keep innovating.
Right, so Inventionland is your innovation lab. Now you're taking these innovation labs and actually it's turning them over to kids now. So when a kid in a school comes into an innovation lab, what sort of stuff are they learning?
Well, they're learning STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, math we talked about earlier. But they're applying it. So yes, they're getting traditional courses like math, science, English, those types of things. We're in the field of applying all of that in project-based learning. And so we teach the kids how to utilize those observational skills that they have naturally, where if you notice there's a challenge, maybe it's something that you heard or you saw, and you said, so I wonder if I could make that better for somebody else. So we build a core structure around that, and then they have to invent a solution, and then they have to make it, and then they have to tell the story about it. So it's inventing, making, and storytelling, all based around a project-based STEAM curriculum.
And that curriculum helps them to apply the things that they're learning in their more traditional classes in the real world. What inspired you to take it to schools?
It really started with a 7-year-old girl who came here for a tour. And she just happened to have a father who was a superintendent. He was saying at the dinner table that night what they were going to do over the summer months to remodel the schools. And the girl said, well, Dad, that doesn't sound very exciting. I think you should put an Inventionland in our schools. And so that, of course, brought a phone call. I met with him, and he came here, and he saw what his daughter was talking about. And then I went to see his school, and I could see, wow, they really are very old-looking school environments. And it reminded me of what our old labs were like, very boring, not very engaging. And so we went about inventing. a new way of creating classrooms that are inspirational to draw the kids in, and which we refer to today as innovation labs.
Now, how about the teachers that are in these schools? They're coming from a traditional background. I'm sure they didn't come ready-made to teach STEAM.
It took a lot of work. So once we started putting the labs into the schools, superintendent said, hey, how can we get our teachers to teach the art of invention and innovation? And so our creationeers and I, we all got together and started brainstorming, well, how could we create a curriculum for our teachers? And we said, all right, well, let's create a STEAM-based hands-on learning experience around innovation for these teachers to do. And we bring them in here to Inventionland, or we go to their location and we train the teachers from one end of the country to the other end of the country today on how to do innovation and invention.
Well, I think it's time for me to see the fruits of all this labor and check out some inventions.
We're gonna see a lot of that. Let's go see the kids. But in order for that to happen, you need to go visit with the Master of Ceremonies, Clay Carlino. So I'm gonna set you up with him, and he's right over there.
Well, let's go meet him.
All right.
Hey, Clay.
Hi, Greg. Good to meet you.
It's great to meet you, too. So George tells me great things about you. You're a creationeer here at Inventionland, and you're the master of ceremonies for this contest, which is going to happen right back here in this castle. Now, tell me what's going to happen when these middle schoolers get inside.
They're going to go in there, and there's going to be 3 extremely accomplished judges in there. People from industry, people from education, people that really know a lot about creativity, about problem solving, and about education. And so these middle schoolers are going to have a little bit of a challenge in front of them when they're pitching their ideas.
Well, considering that challenge, what sort of advice do you give to the kids as they're heading in?
So there's, of course, the technical types of things. Make good eye contact. Make sure to articulate, speak clearly. Don't just run off and jumble your words together. But there's also the emotional advice I give them. I always tell them, you are the masters of your inventions. You are the experts. Nobody out there knows as much about your invention as you do. So when you go in there and you're talking to these judges, remember, you're an expert. Just explain to them why it is that you decided to solve the problem that you wanted to solve. And then the challenges that you faced in the process of coming up with solutions, testing those solutions, and revising your solutions. If you let that be your story, then you really can't go wrong.
Now, you've been the master of ceremonies for the Invention Contest for quite a while, almost from the beginning. How have you seen the contest evolve over the years?
What I've seen is that the students are getting more ambitious. And you see this especially with some schools where their students are taking our course several years in a row. What happens is the students are getting more detailed. They're doing more detailed and more in-depth research. They are getting more ambitious with the types of problems that they want to solve and the way that they want to solve them. And they're presenting with more confidence and doing a better job at it.
Wow, well, I mean, right here we have an example of a contest winner that actually has a product that's available. Tell me about this.
So this is the No Cry hair tie. It is a hair tie invented by Mia and Madison from Grove City Middle School. And the problem is, you see a conventional hair tie right here. You have your hair bundled up in here, you pull it out, and it takes a whole bunch of your hair with you. And so Mia and Madison, of course, they are painfully aware of the problems with conventional hair ties. And they had the idea of creating a hair tie that is kind of an amalgamation between a couple different kinds of hair ties. It is a hair tie that has inside of it a string of beads that are strung together with elastic and then covered in this flexible sleeve which protects your hair from getting snagged and tangled. The first time I saw this, I thought, that could be on store shelves right now.
And it is on store shelves right now. It's actually doing very well.
It is available in stores right now.
That's awesome. Well, I know that a big part of this whole process are the educators and administrators that make this happen in the school. So I'm gonna head inside that castle myself. Hey, Kent.
Hey, Greg.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Well, you can hear, Kent, it's starting to get pretty exciting out there. The
That
kids
it
are
is.
showing up, the contest is getting ready to get started, and that's why you're here. You're not only one of the judges, you're actually involved with the young ladies that created the No Cry hair tie. So tell me how that all came about.
Absolutely. I'm the president of Jacari, and Jacari is a 50-year-old company that we bring innovative products to the market. So we're in every single phase from the manufacturing to the sale of the item. And the girls who won the contest last year, their product was presented to Jacari from Inventionland to license the product, and we did that and we took it to market.
Excellent. Now, you're actually an important part of it, getting it into retail establishments too. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the next phase is to take it to the market. So we have marketing, we have collateral, we have social media posts, everything marketing driven, and then we actually go to the stores, we present it to the buyers. It could either be via Zooms or face-to-face meetings, hopefully face-to-face meetings these days, and we present the product. So essentially, a lot of marketing, a lot of research, a lot of relationships that we've had over the last 50 years with companies like Walmart, Kroger, Home Depot, and so forth, and we build and strive in those relationships. And our buyers are always looking for innovative products, and so they're coming to us for new innovations, and that's exactly what we're looking for here.
Excellent. Yeah, so tell me about what you're excited about in seeing in the contest today.
Well, pretty much, like I just said, innovative products. I want to see innovative products, but I also want to look for new talent as well, too. One thing that a company like Jacari strives on is innovation. Our customers know us we're the company that brings new products that they've never seen before to the market. So I'm always looking for new innovative products. But at the same time, we're also looking for new innovative talent that we could hire down the road as well, too.
Excellent. Kent, thank you very much. I'm pretty excited about this. Let's go look at some inventions.
Sounds great.
Get ready, folks. It's go time. The stage is set for the Invention Contest. This is where sparks fly, ideas become inventions, and students become inventors. This electrifying Inventionland education showdown kicked off months ago in classrooms. Really, they are STEM and STEAM ecosystems. Picture it. Brainstorming, prototyping, redesigns, and razor-sharp refining, all fueled by the Inventionland Education 9-step inventing method. They battled through challenges, transforming abstract thoughts into a tangible idea, an idea that would become an invention. Every challenge forged them stronger. And now, the big day has arrived. The scene is thrilling. Brilliant kids, proud teachers, and cheering parents flood Inventionland. These young inventors are pumped to spill the secrets of their top secret creations to the judges. No spoilers here. Teams huddle, strategizing with laser focus. Then the moment of truth. Each team steps up to dazzle the judges with their invention. The rush, the adrenaline, the butterflies. Parents, teachers, and classmates are glued to monitors, hearts racing. Inside the judging room, every word matters. One shot, one pitch, clear, confident, creative, and precise. The judges, they're all in, grilling the kids, leaning closer, asking multiple questions, scribbling notes. The air crackles with excitement. Every pitch pulses with passion, ideas igniting, dreams soaring. Judging was a wild ride, packed with jaw-dropping inventions. Every team's in the running for that coveted first-place prize. Now the students wait with anticipation. Could their creation be the next groundbreaking innovation? As the judges deliberated, I wandered through Inventionland, asking students, what does innovation mean to you?
To bring your idea into the world.
Making something to solve a problem.
Creating something beautiful with what you have.
Making something to help someone in need.
To make life simpler.
Improving something or making it better.
Solving a problem to help somebody.
Making things easier to use and making it better.
Making things that help the world.
Creating a new product for people to use.
Solving problems.
An opportunity to use your creativity to solve problems.
And here it comes, the moment we've all been craving, the awards ceremony.
It is my extreme honor to introduce the one, the only, George M. Davison! Yeah!
Which of these phenomenal inventions will claim the top spot?
The envelope. In third place.
The medals for third and second place are awarded, each one a testament to incredible effort. And then, the announcement that holds every dream in the balance, the grand prize.
The first place winners are the Untie Knots. Come on up!
For the winners, a moment of pure, unfiltered joy. But in the end, it was never about the medals or the spotlight. It was about the journey, their journey. The Invention Contest is a dazzling celebration of creativity, courage, and the unstoppable power of invention, where young geniuses unleash their game-changing creations. What an unforgettable day at Inventionland. As the teachers, parents, and students departed, George asked me to meet him for a special look into the future of education.
Wow, isn't this Space Station Innovation Lab the best?
It is amazing.
I'm telling you, it's the greatest, huh?
Well, is this actually going to be installed in schools and kids will actually be able to learn in this environment?
Oh, yeah. This is the original prototype. We're already installing these in schools.
Wow.
This is for high school, middle school, probably a little not for the grade schoolers, but yeah, we're dealing with 3D printers. We're dealing with state-of-the-art technology in here. And I'm really excited about it. I mean, with the latest tech, it's all going in this space, and we're working on how do we inspire our youth, right, to be dreaming about going to the stars. But you know what? What about that invention contest? Those kids were amazing.
I'll tell you what, that was so inspiring. It was really just out of this world. I mean, they're so passionate, they're so committed, and they're so excited and having so much fun that it's hard to believe that they're even working hard at it. They're just having so much fun, and it's really something to see how their thinking is. You know, they're learning new ways to solve problems. They're learning new ways to think about things, and it's leading them down this road to invention that's going to save all of us someday, because that's where we're headed.
None of that happens if we don't have these forward-thinking superintendents and teachers willing to take they dared to take a chance with us, and now you're starting to see those results.
In talking with some of the educators, their passion and their commitment is so apparent as well. And it's really so necessary, because if you think about it, the world has changed so much since even you and I were kids. And I'll tell you, what I really think is one of the amazing parts of this is the curriculum that you created, which led them to this point. You know, STEAM and being able to combine all of these different disciplines together in new and innovative ways. It's a new way of thinking, it's a new way of getting them to problem solve, and in the end, getting them to invent, and that was just out of this world.
Yeah, it's really working, isn't it? Thank you. Your perspective means a lot to me, Greg.
Thanks, George.
I think it's time to warp speed this thing up.
Take it to the next level, George.
For 9 seasons, I've asked innovators one question. What will tomorrow's world look like? Well, today, I'm thrilled to share our answer. The Invention Contest is changing to inventioncontest.org, a nonprofit. And we're inviting corporations to join us on a bold new mission. Our mission? To expand nationally, bringing invention contests to schools everywhere, empowering every student to think like an inventor and problem solver. We aim to open the paths to the jobs of the future. With corporate and individual support, we'll accelerate our pace and scale to heights never seen before. So here's to tomorrow's world. And remember, tomorrow's world is where inspiration and creation drive innovation in production. See you next time.